Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to another episode of Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this 9 a.m. Eastern time hour. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and on today's show, the incredible Olivia Ambani is back here today. We're going to talk about what happens when you let go of the plan, a pastime that I am not very good at. So I look forward to talking about that here shortly. And then also, there's so many parts to this. I think that I think part of the problem for me is I am such a planner, and so I look forward to talking about that with Olivia coming up here shortly. I have a couple things going on here behind the scenes. One, I was sharing with Olivia before the show. Sometimes it's interesting to think about how some of the other folks who have come on our show or people that I interact with on a day-to-day basis, they might have the opposite seasons to us here in the US. And so we are getting into really warm weather while some of my friends like Olivia are getting into the colder season. And so um it's very weird. It's weird to think about that. And another friend of mine that lives in New Zealand, and they're also on, getting into their cold season. So they put their Christmas tree up. And I'm like, do you and they do this every year apparently. They put their Christmas tree up when it starts to get cold because it feels, I don't know, because she's not from there. She's from Brussels, which is that's the northern hemisphere, and so they're on a season that I have come to know. And so I just thought it was so funny, like have your Christmas tree up in June. The people in the United States would have a fit. They would have a fit because they freak out if you put up your tree before Thanksgiving, let alone in June. So, at any rate, that's fine. But so it's warm here. Now, we're not really hot here in Connecticut right now. We're about 70 degrees and sunny today. But the humidity is unreal, which is why my hair is pinned up because I look like a lion right now. My hair is so frizzy and everything else. And so but so I we don't really need to have the air conditioner on because it's not super hot, but the air conditioner does have a way of taking like a little bit of that moisture out of the air and make it a little easier to breathe. So I try to put it on low, but the air conditioner lives right behind my desk here. And so I have to shut it off during the show. I'm surviving right now, but thank God we don't have Project Joy in July because I might just pass away right on air. It's horrible. Because I'm not good in the heat, you guys. I've talked to you about this before. But I'm learning as well as I age, I'm getting a little cantankerous. I'm not happy in the blistering cold either. You get to this point where you're just only happy at that perfect temperature right in the middle, everybody. And I'm giving you permission to do that today. If you feel like you're good without the extreme heat or cold, you're good right in that beautiful middle with a light breeze, maybe a little throw instead of a giant comforter, whatever it is, it's okay. It's okay to not be a fan of the extreme either way. Um, it is though beach season here. Tonight is our first beach night of the year. We got our beach pass, and so we are taking the kids over to Magic at the Beach, which happens every Wednesday night at Ocean Beach Park in New London, Connecticut. And it was funny. I was talking to some friends the other day. I said we had gotten our beach pass, and my friend Peggy, that you guys have met on the show here, Peggy MacArthur from the Global Business Plaza, she lives in LA and they don't have beach passes out there. And I said, well, the reason it happens here is because you don't just get like, it's not just access to the beach. One, there are activities at the beach. There are also concerts and activities almost every night that you could go to. And so you're paying for entertainment and things like that as well. So lots going on. And we start Magic tonight, and then I don't know who's playing this weekend. I should probably look at that and see who's playing this weekend. Is there anybody playing this weekend? Now I'm curious. Um, yes. So we have magic at the beach tonight. Tomorrow, dancing on the boardwalk we have with Lisa and her crew over at Dance Country. And then Friday night, McCook Point Park in Niantic, Connecticut. Don't Tell Lisa's playing. You guys know I love some Kathy Ellis that's been on the Breakthrough Show before. And they have a new guitar player. First of all, they're good. They're a band that it's become a staple in my life. I started listening to them and going to all their shows when we moved back here to Connecticut. Got to know Kathy. We go to her annual party every year now, and she's a great human being. And my husband loves her husband. It's a whole bromance happening, and it's great. So we go and see their band all the time. Well, their guitarist and their keyboardist are both leaving. They're both retiring. And so I'm like, could you imagine? And this is, first of all, the guitarist, super big shoes to fill. He's incredible. Really, I mean, I know some of you have seen the videos and things that I've shared on my Facebook before. And he's just so good. Well, they have a new guitar player and he's amazing. He's doing really great so far. And they're still looking for a keyboardist. The keyboardist is going to be really hard shoes to fill because he plays keyboards, guitar, and he sings. So it's like those are tough shoes to fill to find somebody that can do all of the things that he does. I think he does a little percussion too. So like good luck. Good luck to Don't Tell Lisa because that's tough. It's tough. If it was just keyboards, I could maybe slide in there, but some of this other, I'm just not good enough on some of these other things to be doing a band like that. But at any rate, they're playing at McCook Point Park on Friday, which will be great as well. That's in Niantic, Connecticut. And it's just, we're in the season now, you guys. We're in the season for fun at the beach in southeastern Connecticut, and I am here for it. And if Olivia was here, she could come and sing at the beach, and everybody would be like, fall in love with Olivia and we could have summer nights at the beach. It would be so good. Anyway, without further ado, everyone, one can dream, okay? And please welcome back to the show, Olivia Ambani, everybody. Welcome back, Olivia. I was floating away. Listen, that music reminds me of I'm on a boat and I'm floating out.
Having a good time. It's a very summer vibe song. I love it. I always dance to it. I'm like, yeah.
So good. So good. How has your week been? Or last couple weeks since I've seen you?
Yeah, they've been good. Very busy. Like last do you want to say last month? No, this month just started really fast. I did a couple of trips out of town. So yeah, I think finished the mentorship program. Like it's just been packed, lots of events. Last week I had like back-to-back events and meetings. So I felt like I was just running. I wake up, have a meeting, run out the house. It's been pretty busy. Yeah.
It's a lot going on, And obviously, okay, so I mentioned that it's getting colder there. What is the temperature for you where you are right now?
Okay, I don't know. I'm those people who doesn't really check, but it's cold. Like it's cold enough for me to wear a polo neck and my coat.
I know, and so it's throwing me off. It's throwing me off. I'm like, I put on my summer dress for you, Olivia, and you're over there in a turtleneck. But that's what happens.
Yeah, it's like our June. So we're getting into July soon. So June, July gets quite cold for us, like very windy, and then sometimes it rains and drizzles. But yeah, it's cold to the point we put on heaters, and our buildings are stone, like so it's it doesn't like keep heat as much. So yeah, it gets pretty cold here, and yeah. But when the sun comes out, you still feel the sun. That's something I found like when I was in England When it was winter, the sun
Mm,
is lying to you. It is bright, but there's no heat. Okay, guys? And I was not used to that because here, even when it's cold, when the sun comes out, you can still feel something when you're outside.
right.
Not maybe not when you're inside, but so that's the biggest difference. It may not be as hot, of course, warm, but if the sun comes out, you can feel something a little bit. Yeah.
I've learned that throughout my travels, even just in the United States. You might think, okay, we're in the same season, but it really is deceiving depending on where you are. Like I said, it's not super hot here, but
Mm,
because I'm so close to the water, like the humidity makes the air
yes.
so thick and hard to breathe. And so, and then add in the allergies on allergy season on top of that. So we've got like this big plume of humidity and pollen right now. Not a good
Not
time.
fun.
Not a good time. But I will digress on the weather. Let's talk about sounds of joy for the week, Olivia. What have been some of yours?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. What have been my sounds of joy? I guess conversation, like I've had some good conversation with my sister and mom. So yeah, just that's been my sounds of joy, like having time. I love talking to like people I'm close to, like
Yeah.
so that's been my sounds of joy, like having like yeah, good conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Love
you?
that. Well, I this morning I got in the kitchen and I was cooking making up some parts of these like high protein breakfast burritos that we were throwing together, and I realized that I had seen a clip of something online and I had to go check it out. So, anybody that knows knows me knows that I'm a big fan of the music genre known as yacht rock, which is like kind of a smooth 80s, vibe of rock that, it's
Mhm.
just it's like you're on a yacht, you're sipping a martini, you're floating away in the summer breeze, right? Summer breeze being one of the very popular yacht rock songs. But Keith Urban, the country singer, just put out an entire album of yacht rock. And it is such a throwback, everybody. I cannot even tell you. He even had the legend, yacht rock legend from the Doobie Brothers himself, Michael McDonald, come in and do some of the vocals on the
Wow.
album. And it just like it's so good. It took me right away, and, the entire album, Keith Urban, chef's kiss. It is fire.
Right.
Like, it just takes you back, and what makes me really happy right now, we also watched the other day, the movie Michael that just came out about Michael Jackson, and my youngest is now absolutely Michael Jackson obsessed. She's
Yay.
loves all the things about, and I love it. And so to have this movie come out. Now, the movie I thought was good, but because I grew up in the era of Michael Jackson, there was nothing really in the movie that I did not know. Like, I knew
Mm.
about his story, knew about what he went through with his father and how, much of a we'll say disciplinarian he was, and how much he pushed those kids, and all of those things. So there was nothing really new about the story. Was it nice to hear the music? Absolutely. But what thrills me that about this movie and also Keith Urban's album is that the kids today are now going to get to discover some of the magic that we had
Yeah.
growing up, which was just epic music.
Right? It was like when I think of the arrangements of Michael Jackson's music,
Ah,
like next level, like the Earth song, the
oh
ah,
my gosh.
like he would, the way he would, it was everything. The thought was, oh, I'm like, you guys don't understand how amazing those arrangements were.
Yeah, truly. And then it surprised me. My daughter, so she just turned 10 last week, and she came up to me, and usually if you talk to a young person about what's your favorite Michael Jackson song, like they might say Thriller.
Yes.
or, Beat It, or maybe
Yes.
even Billie Jean or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
Leah says to me, I think my favorite song is Human Nature.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, yeah,
Such a
why?
nice choice.
Why? Tell them that it's human
Human
nature.
nature.
Why?
Why? Why?
Yes. So good. So good. So it thrills me. That's my joy this week, is in like the kind of throwback. I'm always in throwback music, but to see the young people discovering this music that was just essential to our
Mm,
childhood is just
mm.
fantastic. So good.
I love it. It's so good.
So good. All right. Listen, I want to say hi to Teresa this morning. Good morning, Teresa. Always a pleasure to see you here. And we're going to take a super quick break. And when we come back, we are going to talk about letting go of the plan. And you guys can let go of it. I'll let you do the work. And we'll come back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Project Joy Live. Today is Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. We have one more episode left until our mid-season finale, Olivia.
Wow. Time is flying.
Where is it going?
To Christmas. Because clearly it is speeding.
Seriously, maybe I should put up my tree. Shoot.
Right? I mean, I was like, wow, that's early. But yeah, sure. Floats your boat. 6 months of a tree, I guess.
Might as well. I mean, it's going so fast anyway.
Yeah.
And this is what happens. How do you let go of the plan? This is the topic today.
Oh my
We're gonna
gosh.
explore there's a tension that sort of lives between preparation, envisioning, planning, and also flexibility. And there's a lot of fear, I think, that comes up for people with uncertainty. And but there's also good things that come when we stop trying to control the outcome of everything. So let's dive into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy is it for you to let go of the plan? Like 1 being it's the hardest thing ever, 10 being it's the easiest thing in my life.
I think 7. I'm on a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I was not always on a 7. I used to be on a 2.
Oh, yeah, right? I'm
Or
trying
maybe
to give my
negative. Let's say negative.
right? I feel like I'm trying to give myself grace for the 5. I feel like I'm at because I probably could have been negative numbers as well before. But it's hard. Because I am, like I was saying before, I am such a planner and like I want to see things,
Mm.
come to, and it's hard when we get our hopes set on
Oh,
something and then we come crashing down.
I tell you, I think I got a master class in that because when I was younger, I think the way I coped with uncertainty, because I had a lot of uncertainty in terms of like how I grew up, was planning. I'm the list. I used to be the list girl. I still do, but not as much.
Yeah.
Like making a list, making a plan, and I was like, if this happens, and this will be this and this, and then if it wouldn't, like I'd be like, oh. So I think I it's interesting because I was very adaptable though, as much as I was like a really big
Right.
planner. I had to adapt really quickly. So I think because my adaptability muscle was grown over the years, with time, I got used to like, if the plan doesn't work, okay, adjust, like what next? So I think, yeah. And then I'm naturally a calm person anyways, like,
Mm.
but I also felt like growing up, I used to be made fun of because I was calm. They're like, you don't say anything. Like, I'm the sort of person who can be very talkative if I have something to say. And if I have
Yeah.
nothing to say, I'll just be quiet. I'll be like, I'll
Yeah.
observe. So I think that's the same way it comes with like the plan. And yeah, and but I used to get quite frustrated. I remember like if I'm working in a group, we have agreed on something, like, come on guys, everyone knows what they need to do. And then people are
Oh,
here like, I'm like, and you didn't even communicate this change, like
yeah.
it would upset me so much. Or yeah,
Mm.
I used to get quite upset a lot. And then over time I was just like, I can't, it's too much energy. like so
Mm.
so I let it go. But I think also because for me personally, I was really hoping like the plan would influence other people to behave differently, but they wouldn't. So now I just shifted to like, okay, let the plan help me. And even if it doesn't work the way I expect, like what can I do? Like how can I just still let it go? But it's not always
Mm.
easy, honestly, especially when you're running a business and you put in all the effort. And like this, the last 6 months, I'll tell you, financially, I've just been laughing at my bank balance and my mobile
Yeah.
money. Like, wow, I put in the effort and the plan and the proposals and the pitches, but you're just like, it's not going to plan, okay? And it's crazy because when I just go, whatever, a random like client or opportunity comes, I'm like, I did not see that one coming. But yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
learning to just let it go, because have a plan for sure of expectations, but being flexible, because clearly there's so much that God, universe stuff throws at you. I'm like, okay, let's roll with it. How have you managed? And I'm quite curious actually, not just like how you've managed. Did it change when you were like in school or before you had children and then after and then having a business? Because there's so many variables. Does it become more for you? Was it less? Like how has it been for you through the different stages?
I think I've always, and I've shared about this before. I've always been kind of a dreamer, like a dreamy person. I'm always like I have my heart set on things. And I don't think, speaking of growing up, in the 80s and 90s, I don't think Disney helped us at all because
No, they did not.
Disney movies were like, if you just sing, animals will come clean your house. Like and I sure was. I sure have been out there. I remember times when my room was a mess and I went outside and I'm trying to anyway. So but I think over time, like I've learned to I think as you were talking about actually adaptability, I think we're all adaptable because like, and I say this to people all the time, like you have survived. Think about this for a minute. You have survived everything that you've been through. Like you're here. You're here in this moment. And think about being in the midst of those times and going like like this is horrible. My life is going to be end. It's going to be over. I even think about me the last couple days. I've had some really like um tough flare ups with my health over the last couple of weeks. And so, in those moments when the symptoms are going 800 miles an hour, and you literally feel like in the moment that you're just gonna die. Like this is it for me. It's over. And I've had to learn. I think that my health has been the biggest sort of piece of me learning to go more with the flow because there's nothing that connects dots for me where my health is concerned. There's nothing that says if you eat this, this is going to happen. Or if don't rest this exact amount of time, this is going to happen. There's no pieces. Like I've been tracking my health things for years and there's nothing that ties together. So to have to live in a life where you make plans and then your body decides for you whether or not you get to fulfill those plans, it's a really, really tough space to
Mm,
be in. And so that's really been my biggest lesson in this topic because um and it's hard because I get my hopes set on things and my I often say that my brain and my heart are they're together living one life and my body's living another life
mm.
because I feel like I have all of these hopes and dreams and then sometimes my body's like hell you will. Be like you're not doing that. And it's really hard. It's hard to live like that. And so I've had to just breathe and let it go and if it comes up again, I'll take the opportunity, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's that those are the things, right? Like when your body has decided, I mean, it's decided, and having to navigate that, and so what do you feel has helped you through that? Like, are there things you do, you say that because I mean, I'm sure that's not easy to deal with. So how do you go through that process? Because I feel like it could easily break anybody, like, and you could be like, I'm done, like, forget it. So how have you managed to cope or adapt? Because I mean, we are talking about adapting, but I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Um So I have a lot of tools that I lean into. We've talked you and I have talked about this a million times. I lean
Mm,
into music a lot.
mm,
I really like I listen to even this morning like when I woke up I was feeling really tired and my kids get mad at me because I also have some hearing issues as part of my issues and so when I turn up the music, I turn up the music, okay? Like we're having a concert in the kitchen. And so I crank it up and they're trying, I'm like, yeah, it's no big deal. What do you need? Okay. And they're like, Mom, would you please turn it down? No, I will not because it makes me feel more energized. It makes me feel a little bit better about the physical that's going on. And so I lean into music a lot, even when, and different types of music for different things. If I need to calm down, I'm listening to slower music. I listen to a lot of Let It by Olivia Ambani. A lot of Let It by Olivia. Okay. Let it all fall. Oh, like I can't even tell you. Anyway, I have worn that song out. If that doesn't come number one on my Spotify for this year, I'm gonna be upset.
You'll be like, rigged. This was rigged.
Lies. No one else on the planet is listening to this more than me. Um, but I also recently for some of the anxiety. So I'm in the middle of Kohl's the other day and started having a panic attack.
Oh no.
And so I go out, I usually like I focus. I've become really good at like just putting my blinders on. Like I just have to get to a place where I'm comfortable, which in this moment is just getting to the car. So I get to the car and I started doing some just very loose EFT tapping. I know a lot of people do like the routine where you're saying statements and you're tapping on different meridian points on your body, but like this wasn't even I wasn't even saying anything except I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm
Mm,
okay. And I'm going through and tapping and it actually went away a lot quicker than I had dealt with before. So doing little knowing tools like that for
true.
when it gets really bad, I think is important. So don't wait until it gets really bad. Learn the tools on the good days. So then when it
Yes.
hits, you could be like, what do I have to tap into? I've got music, I've got tapping, I've got meditation, I've got a friend I can call. I have whatever, your tools are that you can use. And so those help me quite a bit. And then I think too just a lot of breathing, again, another tool, and I dive into something to focus on my work, um, writing, even mundane tasks like scheduling social media posts or something like that. Anything that I can have to take my focus off of the challenge that I'm dealing with, what's not going as planned, and
Mm-hmm.
focus on something that is going as planned? What can I control in this moment? What can I feel good about? And it doesn't always take it away, but it makes less of a focus on that other stuff. What about yourself? What are some of your favorite tools?
Yeah, I mean, what before I even talk about mine, I really loved what you said about like filling your cup or like having the tools before the crisis or before like that situation arises. And I think it's so important because when it comes, like you're in it, like you go to autopilot. So I love that you do that because I'm similar, like quite similar, like coping tools, music for me for sure, like playing it or singing it. Like I sing a lot, like I process through singing all
Yes.
time. So I can also tell like where I am mentally. Like I hadn't really been singing much and I noticed it, but I was like, whatever. But then it's the last week when I started to like sing more, and I was like, okay, I've gone through what I was going through. Like when I find I'm not singing as much aloud, when I'm not humming as much, I'm like, I know that I'm processing something. Um, so I'll play music, walking, movement for me is very important. So like going
Mm,
for walks, and if I can go in nature, really help me a lot. And journaling, I love journaling. Like
love
if I need
that.
to
Yes.
process, I will journal, I will write a lot because sometimes it's just tough. And sometimes I won't realize what I'm feeling until like I sit on my own and I'm journaling, so I do that a lot.
Great.
Also, interestingly, washing dishes. Like,
Oh, I have lots of those you can go to.
should I come over? Like, it's so crazy. My sister normally knows. She's like, if Olivia's like just goes to the dish zone. Like, I find like when especially when things are like blowing up around me and I can't control them, and I'm like, but I could go wash the dishes, right? That is something I can control. Like, I almost find something simple that I can control or complete. So for me, washing dishes makes me feel like I'm taking something messy and making it clean, and then it's organized,
Mm,
and I like let the stress through that. And then when I'm done, it's like I've processed and I'm like, okay, I've physically removed that energy and I feel much better. So
love it.
yeah.
I wish I had that so bad. I wish my husband probably wishes I had that so bad too.
I don't know. I've had it for like, I've just been, I think also because I was the one who always had to do dishes when I was younger. I mean, my siblings also did. But then I also worked at a restaurant for over 6 years as the pot wash. So I think I got used to just, you get like a machine, like you have an order, you have a system. And it's like, that's the one thing you can plan and it will pretty much go to. Like, of course, there's something, but like there's a plan. You watch this. So it helps feel like, okay, at least this can work.
Mm. Teresa agrees with you. She said, "I love doing those dishes. The
Yes.
warm water is so relaxing."
And
See?
something about water as well. Like I think the flow of
Yes.
water, it because water calms me. Like even being in the bath or being close to water, like I love even drinking water. Like if I haven't had enough water, I can feel it in my body. Not just like hydration wise, I feel off, like just generally. So I find water is so important for me. So I think that's yeah.
Same, same. And I can't believe I didn't even mention that in all of my rambling about going like I will go down to the beach, and water is also it's such a good reminder of like continuity, like the beach could be a mess, it could be perfect, it could the beach your beach days could be any days, but the tide still goes in and out. It's still like there is that continuity there, and that knowing that things will continue on. It'll be okay,
Yeah.
and even if it's not the picture of perfection. And I think the hardest thing for me in this conversation is even if you get to the point where you're going with the flow, others around you might not be going with the flow. So it always brings us back to this conversation of like, how do we remain strong in our own, like knowing that things are going to work out while other people around us might not be. They could be spinning out and we could be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think for me that's a constant because I live with family and I love them to bits, but we all cope and we're very different in the way we process and cope. with things. Sometimes it's a mirror, but sometimes quite different. So
Yeah.
I think what I've learned is to, for me, it's to let go of wanting to influence their response or how they're gonna. So I tend to be very neutral. I'm like, okay, I know how I am when I'm in that space. I don't want anyone to tell me anything like da, da, da. So I'm like, okay, so then that's what I do. I let people process their way. If I can, I remove myself from the space so that they can have the freedom to express, so that, and then it doesn't affect me as much. If I can't,
Right.
then I tend to then put music on or watch something or just go into a power work session. Like,
Right.
yeah, I
Yeah.
find something to do. That's what I do. Yeah, and then sometimes I think I find myself, I love doing challenges, like 30-day challenges, because it gives me something to focus on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me have this challenge, and that's, I'm gonna do this every day. And sometimes it'll be like for 7 days, 3 days, and it just helps me, focus on that thing, because that's what I can do. And so if everything
Right.
else is spinning out of control, then I'm like, that's what I'm focusing on, because that's what I can do. But I think for me, one of the biggest tests of that was when we lost my auntie last year, because it was just chaos of like, there's no amount of lists and planning, like nothing prepares you for losing somebody, no matter
Right.
how prepared you think you are, because there's so many variables, you don't know how you're going to respond and everything. And it really taught me to just let go, like I had to. There was nothing
Mhm.
completely I could do. And so it was difficult. I mean, every day you're just like, what am I going to face today? But then those tools we're talking about were useful, but also in that instance, almost all those tools, apart from, let's say, going for a walk sometimes, but you're so busy trying to plan things, you couldn't always use. Maybe you don't want to listen to music, you like
Right.
talking to people is difficult, you're trying to plan, and there are all these other variables. So I think what helped me was just remembering, like, I'm not alone. Like, I would repeat
Mm.
that to myself. You're not alone. It doesn't feel okay. So let's
Yeah.
just, what's the next thing you can do or not do? Okay, do you want to go sleep? Do you want to eat? Do you want to, like, because sometimes even then, like, the tools are not appealing to you, because like maybe like washing dishes suddenly feels so overwhelming, or you're just so fatigued. So I think even if someone is going through that, like in the depths of grief and stuff, that like your being can help you through it, and you can also lean on other people as well. That really helped me. Like, I had friends who would come and just be like, we're going for a walk, or I'm sending you food, or so allowing yourself to
Right.
have help is so important, because sometimes you can't center yourself in some
Yep.
situations. It's
Yep.
you're like, throw me a lifeboat or a floater.
Right. Sometimes you need that. And I think that's why it's important to be mindful of the people that you have in your circle and who is it that you're leaning on in those times, because who we're surrounding ourselves with too really have the ability to lift us up or drag us right back down, depending on what we're going through in the moment. And I think the other thing that I wanted to say about this topic was that it is important to not let the plan become who you are, because that is where I think it gets sticky. That is
Mm,
where I've had issues a lot in the past, because I put so much of myself into what the plan is and what I do. I become very attached to it, and it becomes part of who I am instead of just something that I've done or something that I'm doing. And so
mm.
when it becomes who you are, of course, you're not going to want to let go of that. And it becomes much difficult. And I go back to the lyrics of one of my favorite songs, which is "Let it all fall away. Don't let it consume you," is the lyric, Olivia, in case you didn't
Yes.
know.
Let me tell you, that song, I've played it for myself enough times too. And I think, like, when I wrote it, the funny thing is I can't remember how and when I wrote it, but it just, manifested. And it's been like, literally, that's what you have to, I love that point. It's such an important one. And I will say, specifically being an artist, a musician, my goodness, that is like, if you master, not even master, if you learn that, you help yourself a lot, because I think there are many unpredictable things, but a music career is top of the
I mean, it's
like,
hard. Even my husband is in sales, and in sales, you're not guaranteed anything. Like,
no.
it's really hard to be in entrepreneurship and, a music career and any entertainment career, sales, things like that, where things are you just can't plan. You have no no control over, I mean, what happens at all. It's not
Yeah.
for the faint of heart.
It isn't, and I think like, especially, what you say about who you have around you, because like, if imagine you have like people who are consistently comparing you to other businesses or creatives, and it can absolutely destroy you, because then you're like, oh my goodness, but and then you question your plan, and you're like, but this is how it was supposed to work. I did everything they told me to do, and
Right.
it's still not panning out. And that's why, like, sometimes throwing the plan away, or just letting it go and be like, okay, today I'm just gonna leave it. Give
Right.
yourself space and grace for whatever needs to come through, because the whole point, I try and remind myself, is what is the end goal. Like, for me, being a musician, I'm like, what is the end goal? So if it's like, I want to release a song, okay, that is the point. Like, it may not happen today, maybe 3 weeks, a month, whatever, but the point is to release the song. And I may have all these grand plans, but the way the release happens might change. But if the song ends up coming out, that is the point. Like, so I
Right.
always have to remind myself the goal. Like, what is the end point? The way you get to the destination might vary, but if you get to the destination, you got to the destination.
Right. Well, and I want to, for a moment, I tell people all the time too, as far as like in the world of entrepreneurship, when you're working with people, I think people in general are really drawn to this, uh purchase a plan or a template or a, step by step, whatever. I tell people generally, if you see something that's laid out specifically like that, run. Do not purchase that product or service, because you're just not guaranteed that that's going to work for you. I have like a specific set of goals that I want to see for my clients, but it's all customized. I don't know how it's going to go till we get on that call and I
Yeah.
determine what their goals are, what are their things that are coming up, because to create a plan without taking into anything like what is going on, like, or any of the pieces of it, it's not good. It's not good. It's probably not going to work out. And so I think that's another thing that we can do as far as planning goes, is really just have that flexibility going into it and take into consideration was the word I was looking for. Take into consideration all the other things that are going on, so that you
Mhm.
have a more flexible plan. You're not going into it with this rigid 10-step absolutely must follow, because it's probably not going to work out. Probably
It's
not.
true. It's true. And I say that is so true. Like, entrepreneurship, social media, content, like, you really have to be flexible and
Yep.
adaptable. And sometimes it can be the most random thing that you did not even think would align. And then that's the thing that works. So
Right.
yeah, like, I mean, life is consistently telling us that this is how it is, but I think we're always being pushed to, like, this is the plan. Like,
Yep.
if you just do this, and then you do it. And I'm like, guys, no, like, the only
I'm actually
guarantee is it will be different.
right. I listen, I'm actually watching right now. There's a mini series on Amazon right now called Balance, and my friend Peggy turned me on to the series, but it's about perimenopause and menopause for women, and like the whole, there's so many parts to this, but what I'm realizing through it is like there's no one fix. Like, even when it comes to, for example, hormone therapy, every woman needs something completely different, completely different. And so you could easily look at a situation and be like, well, all women need hormones. Okay, well, which ones? What amount? All of these different things. And so everybody needs something different. And so I think it's time we let go of all of the plans for us and just relax. I want to be on a yacht with some Olivia Ambani, some Keith Urban, drink in hand, floating out at sea.
You know
Just
what?
let
Let's
the
do that.
rest go.
Let's do that. You know what? Let's get our beach houses and chill and
Yes.
be grounding, have good food, and you know what's all this other stuff? I don't know. Like
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. It's time to do birthdays. I don't know how that much time went by that fast. I was enjoying the conversation. So, but here we are. All right. You ready to do birthdays, Olivia?
yes, I am.
All right. Let's do it.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, everybody. In the world of celebrity today, who do we have that Beyonce's sister, Solange Knowles, is the big 40 today.
Oh,
40. We love that for her. Happy birthday, Solange. And who else do we have here? I don't know a lot of the people today in the celebrity world. They put so many people in here that are like TikTok stars. I, I've never heard, but it's good. Good for them that they're doing amazing things. But also incredible movie actor, by the way, Tommy Lister Jr. He passed away back in 2020, but he was in the Friday movie series. He was also a professional wrestler, all of that fun stuff. And so happy birthday, Tommy Lister. And then celebrities in my life, Joel H. Train Hunt has a birthday today. He is the head of military broadcast radio that Farhan, my co-host Farhan, is also a part of. So love that. Happy birthday, Joel. And incredible entrepreneur as well, David Taylor has a birthday today also. And by the way, over the let's see, on Monday's show, I don't know if you heard, it was Brett Wise's birthday on Monday.
oh,
Yes.
wow! He's a June baby.
Yes. So we love that as well. Anybody you're celebrating today, Olivia?
Yeah, my cousin Pam, or we call her Pam Pam at home. She turned 40 on Sunday, and we went partying. We ushered in her birthday in style, so it was fun.
Yay. Love that. Love it. All right. Let's get our birthday song on. Here we go. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday
Happy
to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. We hope you have an amazing day. Olivia, this is the last time I'm probably going to see you for a little bit. I'm sad.
Aw, already? Like we were talking about the break a while ago. I was like, it's far. I'm like, wait.
I know, but now, and I would say you could go out and enjoy your summer, but you're getting into colder weather. What are you going to do over the next month?
I've been drinking a lot of tea. I mean, Kenya has great tea, so but I'm trying not to have too much because I try to like not have too much caffeine because then I'm too active. I'm like, so lots of tea. But I'm also thinking this cold season I want to make it more fashion. So like buy really cool sweatshirts and coats and just style myself so that I could ignore the fact that it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah, right. We have to do what we have to do to trick ourselves into believing it's whatever temperature we want it to be. So I can see that for sure. My husband wears his hat all the time. My husband always is cold. By the way, I need to send you I used this thing to make my husband a Father's Day song, and it includes a whole part about how he is the draft detector. He always feels a draft. He's always cold. My husband is. And so he'll be outside in the summertime with his toque. He calls it his toque, his hat on his head because he's cold all the time.
Oh, bless.
He needs to be where you are, I think. Poor,
Yes.
poor him.
Bring him here in December. He'll be hot.
He'll be thrilled, I'm sure. All right, my friend. It has been a great first half of the season. And anything you want to leave the people with today?
Enjoy the weather wherever you are. Throw out the plan when you can, and see you when we resume the season.
Yes, for sure. Thank you guys so much for joining us today, wherever you are in the world today. We're going to encourage you to let go of the plan. Get yourself a yacht, go sit on it, enjoy the breeze. Just let it go. Let it go like Elsa. Okay. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. This is Olivia Ambani, and we want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.